Hello everyone, my name is Anthony Quigley and I am the Far Western Region's student representative. And today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about our common reader, The Rock Eaters by Brenda Peynado. Specifically, I wanted to focus a little bit on a short story called The Man I Could Be. And the really interesting thing about this for me is that I feel like a lot of our social issues, generally speaking, are in some ways tied to this vague sense of what it really means to be a man in the modern sense. Because, as has been rightly pointed out, there are so many forms of traditional masculinity that are, we'll say, problematic in one way or another. And so what does that look like in this more evolved, ethically progressive landscape? And in this story, we see this sort of pitting between this older form of masculinity that is very confident, very competent, very promiscuous, and has this sway over sort of women in these problematic ways, versus this new form of masculinity that is not as competent, not as confident, and is much more vulnerable than you see in this older form. And even though at the end there is a sense of overcoming, there's no clear winner in a sense of like, all right, this is just what we need to do now. There's definitely a lot of uncertainty about it, and I really appreciated that, and it really sort of stirred my mind in thinking about sort of what role should masculinity play for me on a personal level, as well as sort of overall in society. And that's just one of the many short stories within this book, The Rock Eaters, that I highly, highly recommend you check out. So be sure to read it whenever you get the chance.